So as the partner, what can you do to help the laboring woman keep her focus during labor? So focus is extremely important when she's in labor because that's what's going to help her get through those contractions. As labor goes on, contractions are going to get harder, they're going to hurt more, they're going to be more painful, they're going to get closer together, and it's going to feel like she doesn't really get a breath. So it's really important to have something or someone or a ritual of some sort to focus on so that she can get through the next stage of labor and get to the end where you get to meet your baby. So one of the ways that you can help her focus is you can pick like a word, a song, something that is going to help her just stay in the moment. Sometimes women will want you right in their face and talking to them, and sometimes women will just want you there next to them to squeeze your hand or rub their back, do some of those comfort techniques. Anything like that is a good focus for her. So she can focus directly on you. I have a couple examples here where you could get a picture of something that's just calming and relaxing and just stick it on the wall in either if you're at home birthing, you could stick it somewhere where she's going to see it very clearly, or you could put it up on the wall in the hospital. Another good option is to pick, like these are some quotes that you could put, and maybe just pick a favorite quote and put it up, or a Bible verse, or something that is just one word that she could just like peace, for example, would be a really good one you could put up so that she can really just focus in on that one thing. I know for myself, after I had a couple of babies, I had one of my kids draw me a picture so that I could be right there in front of my face when I was going through that transition time where labor gets hard and you kind of just start to really doubt yourself. So once you kind of got your focal item, you can continue to remind her to just look at that. Look at this picture, like, think about the calming lake. I had a nurse once tell me that she would tell her clients to think about a flower opening up. And so it's a slow process for a flower to open, but it's kind of the same. You can kind of go hand in hand with having a baby. Your body is opening up, getting ready to birth a baby. So just focus on that thing in your brain. You can turn on calming music, like I have playing here, and just have her listen to that music and just really focus on that. To match her mood, you can dim the lights. She might want the lights down low. She may want cool air blowing through the room. Those are both really good options because when you're in labor, it's hot and you're sweaty and there's a lot going on with your body. So just keeping her as comfortable as possible. She's also probably going to find some kind of a ritual, whether it's swaying or humming or saying the same word. Don't try and break that. Just go with it. Kind of like, okay, every time she has a contraction, she's going to sway her hips 5 times. Okay, so let's make sure that she's got enough space to do that. Or she's going to say a word, and I'm going to know that she's having another contraction. So if you're able to kind of recognize those things, just go with her on them. Make sure that she knows that you're there for her support and that you're able to come alongside her and just kind of adapt to how she's feeling. So if she's really wanting to get into a bath and you're able to do a water birth, make that happen for her. And if she's wanting, rock and roll music on, turn rock and roll music on. And if she's having a hard time focusing, you can just get down to her level and get in her face and just say, in between contractions, not during a contraction, but in between, what can I do for you? What would help? Maybe she needs ice chips. Maybe she's really, dehydrated at the time. Maybe she's cold. Maybe she needs a blanket. Maybe she really just needs that reassurance that she's going to get to meet her baby. And maybe you have a picture of baby feet or something like that she can really just have the image in her brain, or she actually has it physically there in front of her so that she can actually see it. So if you have a hard time kind of matching her mood, just maybe ask someone else in the room. If you have a midwife there or a nurse or a doula, you can say as her partner, say, hey, I'm having a hard time trying to come alongside her. Just ask someone else in the room that has been there and done that, and they might be able to give you a couple of pointers to just help her out and get her through that time. But definitely kind of talk about it beforehand, like, is there a certain CD you want to bring for birth? Make sure you have it in your bag. Is there those pictures? Make sure you have them in your bag. Maybe just making sure that if you're home birthing, you kind of have everything set up and ready to go. And in the hospital birth, just make sure maybe it's in a separate bag so that you're able to just kind of take it along with you and make sure that she has all those tools that she was looking forward to for her birth. And once you get in there and labor starts, some of those things might not matter to her, and that's okay. There's a lot of effort that goes into it beforehand, a lot of thought, but once you're in the moment, those things might not even matter. It might be something completely different, just like if you could sit next to her and hum during contractions, and that's it. Well, match her mood, match what she's asking you to do, and that's what's important to her, is just that she's feeling supported and that she's feeling like she can get through this with you there by her side.